My name is James Lawrence and I am the Iron Cowboy. We wanted to create an event where it gave people an opportunity to find their mental and physical limits. You can do the 280-mile DOXA solo, or you can get a team of 12 and attempt it that way. Either way, I guarantee you're going to find some mental and physical limits. It's an ancient Greek word meaning glory. And we named it that because it's exactly what you feel when you finish the DOXA relay as a team and cross that finish line. The DOXA takes place here in beautiful Utah, and we showcase some of the greatest canyons, some beautiful reservoirs. I mean, we take you everywhere. This year on my DOXA team, we had Casey Robles, who was one of my wingmen from the 50. And you wouldn't think this second grade school teacher is an animal, but he certainly is. He can run like nobody's business. We brought in Tommy Rivers Pusey from Flagstaff, Arizona, and this guy is a machine on two legs. And then we brought in the postman, Brian Post. He tears up the water like a tornado. Aaron has a super quiet demeanor until you put him on a bicycle. He's my wingman in life as well, and we coach Team Iron Cowboy together. Tim Vidmar is a skater at heart, but he's a machine on a bicycle, and we brought him all the way in from California to climb over some of the big mountains we have here in Utah.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
So far I did the first leg and then I did the third leg of the swim. The third swim was perfect. The water quality is really good. It was nice and calm today. It was just straight with a slight turn to the left, and the course is really well marked. So I was able to settle in and swim a good pace.
We're headed to the transition from 5 to 6. Waiting for Casey to come in on a 6.5 mile run, and then I'm headed out on a 16-mile bike.
Got my leg done. I went faster than I wanted to at the beginning and slower than I wanted to at the end. Adrenaline was pumping, and I was going way too fast.
So the stage is 16 miles long. About halfway through, this thing kicks up to a steep mountain climb, and he's gonna climb 2,600 feet, and that's gonna take us up over 7,500 feet. So Tim's from California at sea level, so he's gonna be fighting for that glorious bit of oxygen. It's thin air up here, but he's a tough kid.
Everything's pretty intense, and you're kind of united by this collective goal that everybody has to help somebody become successful, and so you become close over something like that. You just develop really strong relationships over a really short period of time. So that's something that we've maintained over the last year. I think it'll be something that will last for a long time. I feel like these will be my friends for the rest of my life.
The race is going amazingly well. Time-wise, I think we're good, right, James?
I think so, yeah.
Captain's happy, which is good. And right now, Rivers is out running 8 miles. It's getting dark. Eventually, we're gonna have to stop for the night. Here comes Rivs!
So it's just after midnight. We've passed all the teams but one. We're making some pretty good time, but we're about to face a 10-mile climb that has 2,300 feet of vert, and so it's arguably the toughest stage on the course. And Tim is gonna attack it. He's feeling okay, a little whipped, but middle of the night, beautiful starlit, so it's spectacular. But this climb's a beast.
I didn't realize we were at 9,000 feet elevation on that last climb, which is why I couldn't breathe. So I came up from sea level yesterday. Don't do the best at elevation. It was rough. I overdid it before I got to the climb. I didn't know how hard the climb was, didn't know how high we were up. And so in the end, I dug pretty deep and it sucked.
So we are off the front. We've gapped everybody. And so we've made it to the Huntington Reservoir. And now we get a mandatory break. So we get, what time is it? It's almost 4 o'clock. So we get 2-hour, 45-minute break, which means sleepy sleep. And then they'll wake us up and I'll jump in the water and do the swim. So we've got 6 stages to go, but we've got to stop. So we rolled in and got to this checkpoint at the Huntington Reservoir a little before 4 a.m. last night. Obviously can't swim in the lake in the pitch black, so held us here till 6:45, where we will resume, and then 6 final stages and wrap this thing up, man. Nothing like a cold lake water to wake you up in the morning. DOXA is a really unique event in the fact that it's a triathlon relay, and you don't have to do all 3. You can get together all your friends and family and do whatever and pick individual legs that you want to do. And so it's just really family and friend friendly. It's just a great beginner and advanced race to do. You can do all of it, you can do some of it. It's just everything.